Forgetting where you put your car keys to, missing important birthdays, has your memory ever let you down?
Well, today we're joined by world champion memory expert Mark Channon, who says he can improve your memory with just a few simple tricks. And you are one of the first 8 people in the world to become a grand master of memory. I mean, it's extraordinary the things you have to do to get that title. I mean, what sort of challenges did you have?
Yeah, it was 25 years ago, actually.
Right.
1995, there was 8 of us got that title. Crazy title, but there you go. So it was part of the World Memory Championships. I've only competed once. And so the first event is they give you a 2,000-digit number.
Wow.
And you have to memorise as many digits in an hour.
How far did you get?
I got to over 700, actually.
Wow, well
That
done.
was back in the 90s. So I do names and faces and poetry and all sorts of different things.
So day-to-day people like us, you know, and our memories, which, you know, can fail, sometimes great, sometimes not. Has everyone got a good memory in there if you use the right tricks?
I believe so. I mean, I've worked with lots of people over the years. I kind of work as a memory coach and I help people who are either, you know, moving at a new job or maybe they've got a big learning curve studying when they get older. And what I found is that sometimes you have to take a different approach.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the stuff that I do, you'll say, hey, get creative, create some pictures for the information, stick it in your head. But it doesn't always work initially for everyone.
So let's go through just a couple of things that you say can help. Tiny habits.
Yeah, so this is actually a strategy that was created by, he's a behaviour scientist, BJ Fogg's his name. He works in Stanford. And I trained with him a few years back. And so one of the challenges with learning anything is just getting going, just doing it. You know, you want to read more, getting into the habit of doing something. So I learned to do tiny habits, and actually the first thing I ever used it for, that sounds very strange, was Pilates. Right? I actually messed my back up like many, many years ago. And so I have to do Pilates every day. And so the way a tiny habit works is you take a habit that already exists.
Yeah.
And you take a very tiny version of a larger behaviour you want to create, and then you celebrate. Yes, little fist bump, something silly. But this makes it memorable. So my first one, it was after I walk into the living room, I will put my Pilates mat on the floor, and then I celebrate. Yes! Then I go back to bed.
Right.
But what happens is, 3-4 days, it becomes automatic. And then all of a sudden, you just start doing Pilates, and you do 20, 30 minutes. So you grow something from it being very tiny. Yeah.
All right. What about remembering names? Lots of people are rubbish at names. How can you remember people's names?
OK, 3 steps to remembering anyone's name. The first one, and it's the most important, is you just got to be interested. Sounds obvious, but most people aren't paying attention. You hear someone's name and you haven't heard it. And so you ask yourself, oh, what's interesting about this person? Never tell anyone what you're thinking, obviously. And then you create a picture for their name. So Holly, you go, imagine, now I'm connecting Holly to your face now. I mean, obviously, I know who you are. And then the third thing is you have to say the name aloud.
Right.
So it's really simple, but it takes some practice. And the first one is actually the hardest part.
OK.
Right, we're going to test you now on names. We gave you 50 people.
You did.
Who work here at This Morning,
Yes.
and their jobs.
Yeah.
And so we've got some of them now. We'll see whether or not we gave them to you yesterday.
Okay,
Let's
yes.
see what you can remember.
Go on then.
What does Katie Keats do?
She's the floor manager, actually.
That's right.
That is correct.
Tick. What does Barry Thomas do?
Barry Thomas, series director.
That's quite right.
And
there he is.
in the middle.
In the middle. Yeah, there he is. Well done.
What does Vicky Laycock do?
Vicky Laycock is the beauty and lifestyle producer.
Well done. Yes, she is. What does Ryan Hawkins do?
Ryan Hawkins is the production manager.
Yes, well done. Very
There's
good.
Ryan. What does Fleur Kubis-Edwards do?
Fleur, green room host.
That's quite right. The hostess with the mostest. Well done. Very, very good. People lose things like keys very quickly. How do you stop doing that?
Well, so, I mean, things like keys. So you can do a little technique where you put your keys down and you just imagine something crazy happening on the table or something. So you're wanting to do something that is memorable, that makes it stand out so you don't forget it, basically.
So it's the picture of putting your keys down.
Yeah, it's putting it down, and you might go, oh, you might imagine your keys dancing around. It sounds a bit strange, but what will happen is it will just grab your attention.
So a lot of this is just being a bit more present in what you're doing. Be present when someone tells you your name. Be present when you put your keys somewhere, rather than just sort of coasting through and... Because we're all quite busy, aren't we? That's the problem.
Well, that's it. You know, we're all very, very busy, so we all get caught up. So I'm quite a big fan of using technology as well to help out. I've got one of the water apps that kind of nudges your brain. You know, I got an email this morning from Moonpig saying, hey, next week your dad's birthday is coming.
That
I knew
helps.
my dad's birthday was coming, but, you know, people get caught
Yeah.
up and they miss those kind of things. So they
Thank
don't-
you very
yeah.
much. Thank you.